Hello, Farnsley Wildcats, and thank you so much for your time and attention in this PD. I appreciate the time that you have taken out of your summer to relax and rejuvenate and get you ready for the upcoming year, and your attention to details as we present to you what is to become of the upcoming year and thereafter. I'm Carolyn Smith, your principal here, and there's a couple things I'd like to share with you, as it's been shared with me moving down from up ahead of the district. Current reality. If we can just talk about the current reality and to consider that over the last 16 months, where our students have been and are coming from, to not take hold of what they've gone through and what they are experiencing over the last 16 months is asinine in our part. And it's as if we are teaching to a totally different group of people than we have expected or know or what have you. It's as if we're teaching college curriculum to elementary or preschool children, and I'm not saying that to talk about students and where they currently are, what have you. Not that at their intellect at all, but it is such a disconnect if we think that we can just pick right back up to where we left off last year, knowing that we did not have 100% participation from all of our students. And we need to make sure that we have them in our grasp and are dealing with exactly what they're going through. So to ignore the reality that our students may be what they experienced in life, unlike that any of us can even imagine. I can only tell you what has happened in my home and how my children dealt with what happened, and but I can't tell you what happened in my neighbor's home or what happened in this child's home or that child's or even another teacher's home. But we have to comprehend and acknowledge that this year will bring a lot of challenges, and we need to work together to go through these challenges. Okay, so our response to what has gone over the last 16 months, noting that, yes, they have come from different angles and have different program needs, or will come to us maybe far behind where they left us when we last saw them. Know that things around them have changed drastically. Maybe the caregiver, their sole caregiver that they depended on all of their life, is no longer with us. That's reality. How then are they expected to come to school, not just in their uniform or with their school supplies, but they're coming with a lot of things that they will need help addressing or dealing with, that we have to be ready to tackle and address and deal with them, or it's going to hinder their progress and moving forward, hinder our relationship that we build with them as well. So we are moving forward and been given a huge drive from the district that we are in a state that we are able to create a brand new baseline of where students are and how we are able to move based on where they are. Keeping the notion that hoping the majority of this year will be in person, full on, all students, all day, all 5 days of instruction. Really, really hoping for that. Don't know what the current numbers or COVID numbers or whatever the variance is doing, but regardless, we move full steam ahead and help from there. So that being said, we are intentional in creating a structure and a schedule that will address those things up front and give you the tools that you need to address anything that comes your way. Because if you imagine that before we left, and even the year prior, we had a group of comprehensive, we had a group of advanced placement, we had a group of MST, we had a group of, all these different groupings that were homogeneously mixed. And even though they may not have all fit in that band, they may have a few outliers here or there, or whatever, but generally they were right about there. Well, that band has gotten a lot larger and a lot more diverse, that it's almost unrecognizable, that you're going to have to do a lot more to address the needs of all of our students all of the time. So with that being said, excuse me, trying to ignore that. With that being said, we're going to equip you with what you need to address the whole student at all times. So some of the resources that you will go through today address how to differentiate instruction, how to incorporate ALM strategies, how to do accelerate and provide specifically what every grouping will need. So instead of having just a comprehensive group of students together, all of our students are going to be in a heterogeneously mixed group so that whatever delivery we give them, it is going to allow for every child to receive just what they need in the timely fashion that they need it and lend on the support of other students as well as the resources that we do have available to them to be able to differentiate instruction and allow for choice and allow for them to demonstrate to us mastery of said standards on their level. So we're not gonna pigeonhole, we're not gonna make it this way, but because of the wide band that we will be presented with all of our students, this is how we're going to move forward. So, to provide the numerous and developmentally appropriate exploration options for all of our students, supporting through the foundation of literacy, such as ALM, and numeracy across the curriculum. That is essential. So, something that Dr. Folk, our new assistant superintendent for middle schools, has shared is that I wanted to make sure that we understand this, that as a middle school, we are middle school, we're not a junior version of high school. To be effective in our teaching, we are creating developmentally appropriate skills for the young adolescents, not for 16, 18-year-olds, and not for 8 to 9-year-olds. There is an expertise to teaching middle level students that is different than needed for those teaching elementary or high school students. And our classrooms reflect that specific expertise. So, yes, we will still focus on grade level specific standards, but giving them the opportunity and equipping them with the goal of being able to use and exemplify how they are able to prove that mastery of such standards in these multiple ways, and do so in their own given talented way. So, with that being said, what we do is still wrapped within the three pillars of JCPS and the six standards, as is shown here, and making sure that we keep everything relevant to culture and climate, racial equity, and backpack of success skills. We are going to hone in on all that and moving forward. That is going to be the only way for us to have any real success. So, as I close, I just have to say thank you so much for all that you bring to our organization and the profession, and thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Take care.